Good morning, Deepak ji. Yeah, good afternoon,
Morning,
right?
Jayesh. क्या हाल है? How are you?
I am doing good.
Wonderful.
Jayesh here is the one that connect us.
Yes. Thank you for that. Yes.
He is the connector.
Yes.
So great.
Rona here is my president of committee club from South Africa.
Wow.
So the committee club itself is already been in 19 countries, 200 members.
Wonderful.
Rona here is the
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning, Deepak. Good morning, E.T.
Good morning, Lorna. Thank you for joining in.
Thank you.
So, hello, namaste, namaskar, good morning, good afternoon, or maybe even good evening, in whichever part of the world you are joining us from. My name is Deepak R. Khemani, and I am one of the co-founders of Bloom. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to the 251st non-stop Sunday talk show. Just last week, last Sunday, we celebrated our 250th episode. It was an offline event where our third book, Born to Bloom, was launched. 15 co-authors shared their life stories, their inspiration, their motivation as to why they do what they are doing. Out of them, 11 were first-time authors. They published and held their own published and printed book in their hands. Congratulations to everybody who participated, who was involved, and taking forward. Let's welcome a very special guest today. We have with us E.T., as he likes to be called, Eleos Theofilus. Before I introduce him, he has asked that we play his intro video. So let's play the intro video which he has shared with us, and then we will take it on from there. So that was a small intro shared by ET for all of us. Let me officially welcome ET to the 251st Bloom Talk Show. Welcome, ET.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Deepak.
Thank you for joining in. I'll just read out a small intro of yours and then we will start the show. E.T. or Eleos Theofilus is an author of 14 ebooks. He is a podcast host of What's on My Mind by E.T., Certified Canada World Youth and Youth Canada International. He is a president of Comeng Reborn, that is comedy in English, for the term August 21 to Jan 22. He's a grand mentor of Darwin Associates. Since 2020, he's been a member of a Toastmaster and he took on the Exco role as the VP of membership in his home club, Empire Toastmasters Club. He has been sharing his knowledge on podcasts, humor, and soft skills in various Toastmasters clubs in Indonesia and overseas. There is a whole list of things which are written over here. Instead of me reading that out, let us ask Eleos, or ET as he likes to be called, tell us a little bit about yourself, how you started doing what you do, why you do, and how do you do it?
Okay, hello everyone. I saw some of my friends here, Jayes, Alchan, Rorna, Ani, and so many beautiful people there. I do believe that you are streaming right now or you are
Yes.
watching the recording.
Yes.
And my name is Eleos Theofilus. My friends call me Eleos. My teacher call me Theo. My parents call me Disappointment. And yes, why I said that? Because they are disappointed when they knew I became stand-up comedian. And when my mom said to me, Eleos, what do you want to be in the future, in the next 5 years? I said, I want to become professional stand-up comedian. I want to get to tour all around the world to share the comedy itself, to turn the tragedy into comedy, to help
Nice.
people to heal themselves.
Yes.
And yes, you can see on their reaction, of course.
Yes.
Their reaction is basically like those who are right now is not turning on their camera. I do believe they are quite angry with me, or yes, doesn't know that my parents really angry at me at that time. So yes, I do believe if you have children like me and you want to give advice, don't try stand-up comedy. And yes, you will still have your son or your daughter rebel against you.
Yes. What
That's that.
what brought you into comedy? What appealed to you about comedy? Why does a child decide or tell their parents that I want to become a stand-up comedian?
Okay, so I was fascinated by stand-up comedy when I was in the university. So I joined a public speaking class. At that time, the speaker is one of those founder of stand-up comedy club in Indonesia, and he said that if you want to do something different than the usual public speaker, you should do it with humor.
Hmm.
And at that time, as university student, you know the skill of presentation of us of university student. We are miserable in presenting our ideas, or even yes, to know what to say, to know what to do, or even to cannot give the right advices. Please help to mute people here. I think Eric is yes. Yeah, I got distracted. So yes, and my friend there also believe in me. They say that, Eleos, I see something in you. You are natural in comedy. And I said, what? How come? I'm a very serious person.
Yeah.
And yes, during that public speaking class, after I graduated, some of those people who are graduated from that class become really, really famous in the television. And you know what?
Yes.
I'm not that. I'm not that person because I
Yeah.
decided to quit stand-up comedy that time.
Okay.
I feel like stand-up comedy is not my thing. It's not my cup of tea because I
Yes.
am a motivational speaker, inspirational speaker. I have spoken to 1,000 people in one stage on site. I have motivated a lot of people, but how come I can self-deprecating myself on the stage, make use of me as the object of the comedy?
Yes.
Cannot. Anna, I think you know the name is Tudit Mulyanto. Tudit Mulyanto is the same place in Surabaya. A very, very famous one. And the founder is Panji Pragiwaksono. So yes, I met them. So some of those Indonesian know the names, but I didn't want to mention the name here because maybe some of you doesn't know about the name. So yes, very, very famous because of the stand-up comedy competition. And I decided to, yes, I quit. And quite a while, I met my mentor in Toastmasters. And we have like prepared speeches, the evaluation, and education session. And another one is stand-up comedy session. At that time, I was afraid
experience.
so much.
Because
because-
why we are in the end of days, in the end times,
No.
and all of
Because at that time, I am not sure that I'm funny. I tell jokes, it doesn't hit at all. It
Yeah.
miss. And I feel a lot when I was standing in front of the people. I don't know what to deliver. And yes, it comes from that. The tragedy on the stage itself turns me into a comedian. I study hard, really, really hard to become a comedian. So one of the mentor that mentored me said to me, "You have no talent at all in comedy." At that time, the sky is broken like to me. I almost cried.
Yes.
Comedy is like my roadway or pathway to be success.
Mhm.
I burn all the bridges for the stand-up comedy.
Yes.
And yes, after that, I just figured out, you just kidding lah, Elias. You are just seriously a beastly comedy.
Yes.
So I say it to you just to make sure that you are not entering the industry of the comedy
Yeah.
because we will replace by you. Oh, that's the reason. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So that's since that time I built the stand-up comedy club with my mentor, and it started from local club, local city Surabaya, and we have performed in surrounding cities in Malang also. Malang is near Surabaya, 4 hours travel, and yes, we perform stand-up comedy in English. At that time, you should know that our audience is like you can count 10. You can count them only by the fingers. But we are growing up. At that time, I noticed that one of the biggest crowd that we have is 500. Ooh,
Wow. Wow.
amazing, right?
Amazing.
From 10 people to 500 on-site stages.
Yeah.
And if you can handle those 500 people level of stand-up comedian, if you fail, you fail. You bomb. If you success, it's like this is the best wine.
Yes. Yes.
You take the sip of the winner. I'm a winner.
Yes.
That is the sensation.
Yes.
We kill it. We say it. We kill it. We slay it. We are the
Yes.
slayer. We are the killer.
Yes.
And that's how I entered stand-up comedy. And that's how I built my stand-up comedy club.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that. Yes. Now, the topic for today's discussion is how to convert tragedy into comedy. You know, both are totally separate, totally different emotions. Comedy is happiness, tragedy is sadness. How do you convert tragedy into comedy?
Okay, thank you for asking this question. Of course, most of you will come to this session because of this, right? I say this, the art. It is not the science. Because it is the science, it is like, you should follow me.
Yes.
You should. This is the art. It is all on you. You have your own story. You have your own tragedies. And that's your biggest asset. And when I retrieve back of my past experience, my first tragedy, of course, maybe some of you know, but some of you doesn't know. My father passed away when I was 2 years old. I grew up without a father figure. My mother come visit to my grandma house almost every day just for 1 hour. I grew up with my grandmother since 2 years old until around 20, 20 years old after I graduated from university. So I have no fatherly love. I have no motherly love. Can you imagine that? Maybe you want to cry now, but
Yeah.
hold your tissue because this is the comedy.
Yeah.
So after that, I can accept it. I denied this for 20 years. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I cannot say to people. People say that, Eleos, you are so smart. Yes, I was a straight A's student. I'm
Hmm.
very diligent. I'm very smart. I'm the smartest guy in the room. I have been appointed as the head of the class for several times. I have been trusted by the teachers, by the lecturers. I have done a lot when I was a university. I was the best accomplished university student based on the activities and also the academical. So both and very active on site or on society. And when I make peace with myself, I said to my grandma, Grandma, why do my mother doesn't love me? Why she doesn't want to live with me? At that time, I got the worst ever treatment that I got. My grandmother asked me to get out from the house.
Oh.
And I was so furious. I was so angry to know what to do. Is this like another sky is broken? I said I want to cry. But as a man with the toxic masculinity, I don't want to cry. But yet still, it is I cry. But after I figure out that my grandmother asked me to go out from my house, from my grandma house, back to my mama house, is to make me get close with my sister and with my brother. After my father passed away, my mother married again with another one. So I got stepsister and stepbrother. The age gap is around 7 and 8 and 9 different generation. I'm millennials, they are Gen Zers. And yes, how I turned it into a comedy here is I understand that it all happens for a reason.
Yeah.
So I turn it all into my comedy materials. So after I observe all of those things happen on my grandma house, I also got new materials from my brother, from my sister, from my mother, from my father. And that's how I turned those tragedies into comedies. If you happen to have an analytical skill, you can be a stand-up comedian. You can be a humorous speaker because that's what we need to do this, to convert this into comedy.
Yes.
And also empathy. If you are empathy with me right now,
yes,
you are just one step ahead to become that kind of stand-up comedian.
Wonderful. Well explained. how to convert tragedy into comedy. Now, continuing that series, at what point or when do you decide that this tragedy is too personal, or this is something we should not convert into comedy, or any situation can be converted into a comical situation?
Well, some of those are fabricated, I must admit, or I make it like too dramatical. So you can see, like, just imagine an animal, any favorite animals, maybe monkey. You give them something that they don't like. You give them, for example, apple. They don't like apple. They like banana. You keep on giving them apples. What they are going to say? They say nothing because they cannot say anything. But the apple keeps the doctor away.
Yes.
So the monkey is still healthy, and the monkey will demand the banana.
Yes.
So yes, that's how I can separate it. What's happened to me that I can share to people, so that it cannot be overshared.
Yes.
Something that I really like to eat, like the banana itself, I will deliver it. But if it is like the apple, even though you like it, I won't share.
Yeah.
Because it is also me on the stage. I'm sharing what I would like to share.
Yeah.
And sometimes it needs like the time heals. So there will be like certain things that you won't share
Yeah.
until a certain level.
Yeah.
So for example, they will have like layers on it. The first thing that you can do first is to look the materials in yourself. Don't use the others. There are so many things that you can explore on yourself. Like you are making fun your names. Eleos, Theofilus, E.T. That's one of the rule of three. My opening is my rule of three. And also, like, if you have some ball, you can use it.
Yes.
You can use both about it. Or your dark skin, your white skin, your yellow skin, you can do it. Your beard, your mustache, your eyes, anything can happen. Fat, I'm being fat, I'm being single. That's most my first ever materials. And then I grew up. I grew up into the another layers. Please mute. Please help to mute. Okay, thank you. So after that, I go with the family. I try to explore my mother. My mother really loved me. And the very first person that said I'm handsome is my mother.
Yeah.
I can hear it. I can still hear it when I was a baby. Oh dear, dear, you are handsome. I love you so much. Mama, mama, mama. Every mother in the world said that, right?
Yes.
Every mother in the world.
Yes.
That make it relevant.
Yeah.
That make people understand. Oh yeah, your motherly love can be used as the materials. And then the father discipline.
Yes.
My father is disciplined me with like stick. Hit me so hard. At that time, I was practicing martial artists. So all those sticks are broken because I do the defense. So yes, you can turn it into comedy, right? But the tragedy itself, I got hit several times. It hurts, of course, but what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. But in this case, what doesn't kill you makes you funnier. And then my sister is like, she's very smart. She graduated with 4.0 GPA. She is the smartest children in our family. Also very creative. She worked in design, visual communication design. So anything relates to visual to convey our message.
Yes.
And she is really care about me. At that time, I lost motivation to live. Yes, I would like to suicide several times. Yes. So disclaimer on this time, suicidal thoughts can happen to anyone. So
Hmm.
please do take care of your family.
Yes.
But let me make this into comedy. We will. This is so dark, but it is still like to accept.
Yes.
So at that time, I had the suicidal thoughts in my life. And I
Hmm.
have been thinking a lot of thoughts to die easily. So many things happen on my mind. Do
Hmm.
I eat something poisonous? But do I will die instantly? The thoughts that make me, oh, the pain, I cannot handle it, skip. And then, should I get hit by a truck or by a train?
Hmm.
But by imagining it, I cannot imagine. Oh, I'm not Superman.
Yeah.
I cannot make the train or make the bus or stop them.
Yes.
And another like, oh, I would like the drink the poisonous drink. Like it's
Yeah.
not actually drink. Like if you need to insect repellent,
Yes.
should I eat or should I drink it? But I'm a very person that is the sense of smell is so good that I cannot handle the smell. It smells not good. I don't want to die with smelly. So all of those anything happens make me cancel all of my suicidal thoughts and suicidal attempts. So that's it. See, I told you, I turned the tragedies into comedies.
Comedies. Yes.
This is based on my own experience. Oh, that's also nice. Maybe Anna can help you at illustration later, yeah. So
Yes.
let me continue my story.
Yes.
So yes, after that, my sister said, "Come on, brother, you should have get a job. You have been missing from the work for 2 years." So I took gap years. From very extrovert person, I become introvert. I decided to prison myself in my own bedroom, do nothing, just play games for 16 hours
Hmm.
every single day.
Yeah.
So this is the thing that I will never tell you and make peace with it.
Yeah.
That's my shyness, that's my embarrassment. But
Hmm.
now, you know, I tell you, because of what? I have made peace with it.
Yeah.
Last but not least, from my brother. My brother is the one that helped our family economy so much. When I was struggled, he is the one that helped the family.
Yes.
Of course, it doesn't mean that I struggled, I didn't help. Help a lot for the last decades for
Yes.
supplying them to make them to go to school. So I paid the money for my sister brother education when I was still in university. Can you imagine such tragedies? How could I make it into comedy?
Yes.
And that's how we think our creativity.
Yeah.
We access to our brain. This is the best thing God has ever given to us.
Hmm.
So please use it. See, there's another layer from ourselves and then to
Yes.
our family.
Yeah.
And the third layers, it is our friend, our close friend. Maybe from our community or church or anything. So yes, for the third layer, this is really difficult, of course,
Yes.
because you are talking about other people. Some of those are not really liking it. So for example, this is our first time to meet like Sir Deepak. And if I going to make you as the comedy materials, I'm not really sure you will accept it.
Yeah.
Or I roast you in this
Yeah.
session. You will get angry after this and you will say, oh, let us not post this session with Eleos. I feel angry with Eleos. I don't want to see him. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to listen to him. And that's it. Be careful of it. So yeah,
Yes.
use your own self.
Yes.
Use your own.
Yeah.
have gone another level.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. And I just want to read that comment which Lorna has written. So glad that your grandma threw you out. Otherwise, you would not have had so many great material with your siblings.
Yeah. That's it. That's why I was to say to my grandma, thank you, grandma. Again, what doesn't kill you makes you funnier.
What doesn't kill you makes you funnier. Wonderful. Well said. Let's take Anna's question that she has asked. She says, Eleos, do you think comedy skills relate to people's zodiac signs?
Nah, this is the type of question that I love because this is the type of things that we can explore. Again, this is like if you're going to make the materials, start by yourself. Like my zodiac sign is Leo. So Leo is like a leader, the leader in the jungle. So you can try to make all those traits in Leo to become the comedy set itself. How you as a Leo, or me in this case as a Leo, see the world, point of view as the Leo. And if you happen to read all of those horoscopes or zodiac's book, fortune teller or something like that, there are a lot of things. Like there is not only horoscope, but if you know China horoscope, my China horoscope is monkey.
Okay.
So I can use both. I can use the monkey and I can use the lion. And it is universally accepted. Very clean. That's why, see, I can go dark, I can go light. It all based on the audience.
Yes. Yeah.
And
Lorna
it's not related, it's not related to people's zodiac sign, but it is, you can use the materials for it.
Yes. Lorna says, I am Cancer. Just before your birthday, E.T., Cancer is about motherhood, marriage, and money. Grumpy grandpa is my comic persona.
Lorna is my grandma.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now tell me one thing, E.T. You spoke about dark comedy. You know, some of us understand dark comedy and we understand that it is dark and it is giving out a message. But there will be people who will get offended by what you say. How do you then, try and convince those people that this is, this is comedy and this is not something to get offended?
Okay, first of all, do you pay or not? Answer my question.
Yes.
No worries. We will give you the refund. Problem solved.
Yes.
But next time, bring your friends so we can offend them.
Yes.
But we can still refund.
Yes.
Just kidding.
Yes.
And if you don't pay, well, this is it.
Yeah.
Are you sure that you are entering a stand-up comedy show without understanding that you are going to get roasted?
Huh.
Playing with our audience. Like right now, I'm playing with you, Mr. Deepak. Because I see on this video, I see Alchan. I can also play with Alchan here.
Yes.
But yes, it again depends on how you can use them as your materials. So not all can use it. Sometimes we need to know people more, like Alka here. Alka, I think I have met you, right? Last Thursday on Best AI. So yes, if I know them more, I understand them, I can use them. And before I roast them, I will ask permission.
Yes.
Alka, I'm going to share this about you in your audience. Can you give me permission about it?
Definitely, yes.
Say. So that's the dark comedy itself won't get offended.
Yeah.
They won't get offended because you said it. Or you need to even sign NDA or sign any agreement just not to get offended.
It's an affirmation you make to yourself every single day, every morning. I'm not going to be offended no matter what. And that is my lifelong affirmation, which I say to
Yes.
myself again and again and again.
Yes. We call it incantation or
Yes.
like mantra.
Yes. Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for sharing. So we understand that when somebody is getting roasted, you will say things about them which can become very, very nasty. However, as a comedian, is there a line which you should not cross?
Okay, so I would like to ask you, why chicken cross the street? Answer it. Can you answer it?
Yeah. Ralka, you have an answer?
So the thing is, we come on the street because we want to be visible.
Yeah.
We want to be seen. We want to be heard. And
Yeah.
if you be open to being criticized or find faults with or incanted, see, like you want to be incanted, you want to be praised, you want to be appreciated. So
Yes.
similarly, when you're visible to the world, you should be ready to get sliced also. You should be ready.
Yeah.
Somebody should find faults with you because that fault finder is going to raise you to another level.
Hmm.
What I feel. Being on the
And
street is very beautiful because you're visible to everybody. Who
Yeah.
you are as a human being should be visible to everybody.
that's it, Alka. Thank you for sharing about it. Some of politicians in Indonesia even paid so much money to the comedian to roast them because they
Oh,
get the exposures.
yes.
Stand-up comedian in Indonesia is basically like the what we call it, like the new celebrities, the trending celebrities. Like if there is 10 movie right now in the cinema,
Yeah.
8 of them is stand-up comedian performing there,
Wow.
either as main role or supporting role.
Wonderful.
So you can see, right? If you want to get roasted, you pay me. Both of us happy. So yes, it's not about crossing the line, but
Yes.
how we sign the deal.
Hmm.
So we made peace first of all. It is like a war.
Yeah.
We made truce. Okay, this is our deal. This
Hmm.
one that you want to share, and this one that you don't want to share. And let's find the win-win solution.
Yeah.
Either it is fine to you or not fine to you, or make you can go deeper or go lighter.
Yes. Yes. You
Can
spoke
I say
about
something?
politician paying money and so that they can get the exposure. But there are places in the world, there are some countries in the world where you may actually get arrested or there may be legal consequences even though you are doing comedy. How do you balance that, E.T.?
And it's true. My friend has his comedy club close in neighbor country. I think Ani know because it's her country. But I don't want to mention it because he got arrested and got in jail because he roasted the politician. See, my point is you should have the agreement. So both
Yes.
of them are happy for it. Alchan know about it.
So
See, I told you. I won't say anything.
can I have
Yeah, he is my
can I
friend.
ask a question? Can I ask?
Yes, yes, please.
So I have something to share. You cannot be funny with everybody. And I'm very relaxed with Deepak because I know he has a funny one. I cannot talk with other people because I know that rapport and that depth of the connection that I have with Deepak is not there with anybody else. So the people who do not have a funny bone, who cannot take things, easily to themselves, whether it is criticism or it is appreciation or whatever it may be, they always are taking out some double meanings out of what we tell them. And
Yeah.
I like to keep them away, because they don't understand what we are saying. We are coming from a place of truth, actually, a place person, but they don't understand that. So what do you say
Sorry,
about
I
that?
think I got some internet issue. Can you make it shorter for the question?
Is it okay? So I just want to say it's not a question actually, that we can only share our jokes and our funny things, funny behavior with the people who have a funny bone. Not everybody has a funny bone, and we got to be very careful with whom we are cracking our jokes and with whom we are saying what we really want to say honestly. That's all I wanted to share. Thank you so much.
And yes, that's why I said to you, right? Even I know them, I don't mention their name.
Yeah.
Even I know the country, I don't mention the country. But because Anna asked me to say it is a good thing, I say it. Remember, if it is a good thing, you can share. If it is a bad thing, don't share.
Yeah.
Keep silent. Don't make anything worse because you are saying something.
Yes.
And sometimes even in comedian, they are so. Oh wait. Let me make it into like this. They have some privilege that there is someone here picking them up.
Yes. Yes.
So they have like the privilege not to get jailed because there is someone so strong to help them. For this example, in Indonesia, the comedian has the backup of the president
Mm.
because he is the campaign manager.
Ah.
Because some of those constituents love her comedy, and most of the materials are roasting all the parliaments or the ministers, and she is very very famous in Indonesia because of roasting the politician.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Do not hurt someone, even animals, even plants. Don't do that.
Yes.
Because some of those, well, this is quite true. Anna can confirm. The founder of stand-up comedy in Indonesia also got into a case because he's messing up with a cat. A cat! Can you imagine?
Yeah.
A material about cat, and all the whole nation is angry to him.
Yeah.
See
Yes.
what Alka said here? Resonate with me. So I said not only to people but to pets or animals or even plants itself.
Yeah. My next question to you, E.T., is this, there are different cultures in the world. We in India may be having one culture. In Indonesia, somebody may be having a different culture. In the West, in the US, maybe people may be having a different culture. What may be comical or comedy in one culture may not be, it actually may become difficult or not too good or not to be said in another culture. How do you balance that as an international personality?
Oh, okay, good. It is a very good question and relevant. Remember, stand-up comedian or stage performer also do perform public speaking. So first thing first, you should know your audience.
Yes.
And that's why, for example, I'm performing in front of you here in India. What should I do? I should do research about India.
Yes.
How's the prime minister doing? How's the culture? How's the food? How's the tradition?
Yes.
And all of it. Yeah? You understand about it?
Yes.
So like Indonesia, our culture is so beautiful. We can speak anything about Indonesia. Like the tourism or even daily, like instant transportation, the hail riding, something.
Yeah.
So some those kind of comedian in Indonesia has a lot of profession, and it is not only their first profession. So for example, they are like truck driver or bus driver or even ride hailing in Indonesia. That's a brand that make the instant car or instant bike that we can order on the platform on the smartphone, something like that. So all of them are converting into stand-up comedian. They want to change their life. They want to make something out of stand-up comedy.
Yes.
And that's how we can get, yes, turn the tragedy into comedy. Some
Hmm.
of them are sharing about they are becoming, well, I'm sorry to say this, but they are becoming poor and living in poverty is very gold mine.
Hmm.
They made millions, they become millionaires, and they now is very, very rich because they are utilizing their poor and poverty moments. So that's
Yes.
another one that I would like to say. This is the art of turning tragedy into comedy.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Well said. Uh, again, since we are talking about comedians, we are talking about culture, we are talking about public speaking, researching the audience. Do you think being a comedian is a full-time job? Do you make enough money? And would you recommend others to become stand-up comedians?
Okay, first thing first, please take my advice as fully advisory time type or thingy, yeah. Because remember, this comes from a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
Don't take it always so seriously. So, I would like to recommend you to try at least once to do stand-up comedy because you will understand how you can heal yourself. And to make money from it, it depends on you. Either you make it or you buy it.
Yeah.
That's what I to say.
Hmm.
Because if you never try, you never know.
Hmm.
And at least you try, and you will feel the sensation. Either you bomb, or you fail, or you are success, and you are getting rich. It's all
Hmm.
on the process.
Yes.
And if we, as stand-up comedian, we have like the belief. Even the founder said that if we can make money by our own creation, that will be wonderful.
Hmm.
Like for me, I'm a podcaster. If I can make money from my podcast, that's wonderful.
Hmm.
I'm an ebook writer. If I can make money from my ebook, that will be wonderful.
Yeah.
And also, I'm stand-up comedian. If I could make money from stand-up comedy, I would marry someone.
Hmm.
I've been single. To know someone, the ladies that I would like to know, she said, I tried to be handsome. I was very handsome at that time, and she rejected me. I tried to become rich. At that time, I was also rich. At that time, he said, because before I start my stand-up comedy, and I getting poor and poor and poor and poor. I was very rich before I tried stand-up comedy. I think I will make the wrong decision here. So that don't take anything from me.
Yes.
And then I tried to become, oh, wait, I become rich. I still got rejected. And I tried to become humorous because people said that girls love humorous guys.
Yeah.
And I think you know the result. I'm still single. It means that I'm not funny enough to get someone.
Yeah. Yeah. So, is comedy something which is, you are inborn with? Is it a talent that you have inside you, or it is a skill that needs to be learned and to be built?
Okay, I think I have said it before. I am a very hard-working and diligent person. So I studied all of stand-up comedy styles, techniques, and truth to be told, you can find it funny just by reading the script.
Hmm.
Let me make it again. You can decide it either you are funny or not by the script.
Hmm.
So you can give me the script and I can decide you fun
Yeah.
or not.
Yeah.
And another level is you deliver it. Sometimes the script is not funny, but when you deliver it, the
Yes.
delivery is quite good.
Yes.
Then it is become the funny itself.
Yes.
It will be like your signature. And
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. Has there ever been a time, E.T., where you thought or you said something as a comedy line, or something that was humorous, And after you said it, you thought inside, oops, I shouldn't have said this, or I should have said this differently. Has that ever happened with you?
All the time. Oh my God. I said it. Oh no. Like Rona said it. Rona knows me. I did it really on purpose. Yes. So it comes natural, like I said before, right?
Yes.
I'm naturally funny if
Yeah.
I'm not scripted.
Yeah.
So it's a bit contradictory with what I said before
Yeah.
because I'm really good at writing, but
Yeah.
I'm really bad at memorizing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm going to say? It basically like what anything write, I forgot, and then when I perform, sometimes it is more or it is funnier than on the script. And yes, the result is sometimes, oops, oh no, I did it again. Oh my, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this is pandemic that I said, and Corona is get infected.
Yes, Lorna is very, very active on the chat. She says it takes hard work and networking skills. You have to be really smart as a business person because comedians also have to sell their products. It's not only about telling jokes. Yes, and he says he makes me do it all the same time. He's very, very infectious. You are spreading your infection, ET, to a lot of other people. What would your advice be to somebody who is young, who is listening to you, and who is thinking, I want to become a stand-up comedian? What would your advice be to that small little guy or little girl who's listening to you right now?
Okay, young man, listen to me seriously because this is going to be a very wise advice. Do you have rich parents? If you have, try it. It means that if you fail, you have someone to back you up. But sorry, if you don't have rich parents, you can still try it. Yes, because maybe someone rich will pay you.
Yeah.
Yes, again, do you understand that it's not about the rich person or the rich parents, but it's about the experience that you will get on the stage.
Yes.
When you are in front of the stage, you see people out there are smiling, not only smiling, but laughing.
Yes.
They're, yes, as off.
Yeah. E.T., it is said that comedians in real life are actually very sad people. That was said about Charlie Chaplin and a lot of others. One, is that true? Are you really sad or are you like this at home also?
Oh, thank you. Thank you for. I think you know me so well. Yes, Charlie Chaplin is my role model. I learn a lot from his style. I said it, and also Mr. Bean, because we can entertain people without even speaking. They are utilizing the pantomime and also the body gestures. That's the highest level of stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Or we can say it like now is slapstick or physical comedy. And if you know me after this session or before this session or after this, we are going to have a lot of event together. Yes, I'm very sad person. As you know, I'm single. I feel like I'm not belong to another person or nobody love me. I got betrayed by my best friends, my partners, business partners. I got rejected by so many girls and then so many companies. And that's why I started my own business. I started my own companies. And also I still fail. I tried again. I still another fail. And the point here is not about the failing, but how I rise up every single time I fail. And then happen to be all of those are aligned with what God's words. And then suddenly I met Rona here, and Rona became the president of Komeng. My
Wow.
baby, basically
Wow.
baby. This is my baby, and I now give it my baby to Rona. She is the one that will take care of my baby. She is the one that take care of my comedy club. So I can focus more on my stand-up comedy. Because at that time, I'm more focusing on the business itself. I'm not fun at all. It is like basically what you know and the entrepreneur doing. Oh, very sad, right? You need to work like 24 hours. And that's what I did to
Yeah.
my comic brand,
Yeah.
my platform for stand-up
Yeah.
comedy, the comedy club
Yes.
itself.
Yes.
I feel like, oh, nobody is helping me. I'm doing it all by myself. And when I found someone who is helping me, not only helping me, but helping others to find their funny bone and make the world better,
Yes.
it's like wonderful. It's
Yeah.
gracious.
Yes.
You can make people smile. That's the best ever therapy you can give to people.
Yes.
If you visit
Yes.
hospitals, they will be like certain nurses are doing clowning.
Mm.
It is from clown with in.
Mm.
So they are doing all their best to entertain all those people who are mentally ill
Yeah.
and physically ill on the
Yeah.
hospitals.
Yeah.
And you can make them smile and make them happy and
Yeah.
make them not to feel their pain.
Yes.
And that's the beauty of the comedy itself.
Yes.
The art of turning this. And you
Yes.
will be blessed by their families. They will say, even though, sorry, they pass away, but their
Yeah.
family will say thank you to you.
Yes.
Thank you for at last, in the end of their life, are there to entertain them. At least they can get the last smile or the last laughter before he could die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or even on the funeral, people will still remember you. And that's what 1 year, something like that. The question from Bayal.
Yes.
If the audience had to remember just one thing from you today, what would it be? I
Yes.
don't want to just be remembered but by one thing from today. But when I died, you came to my cemetery, came to my graveyard. Yes, you made me smile.
Yeah.
You made me laugh.
Mm.
Thank you everything for that.
Yes.
And that's it. My goal. Sorry to make it so deep. Again,
No.
this is turning tragedy into comedy. I
Yes.
make it hands-on practice. Sorry to make you
Yes.
cry. I
Yes.
supposed to make you smile.
Yes, yes. And Dr. Alka needs to say something over here. She also is
I want
part of a comedy club and she helps a lot of senior citizens. And being a practicing doctor, she understands what pain is and how laughter heals. Yes, Dr. Alka.
Actually, I was supposed to say something else, but you started about the pain. So we all have pain within us. There is no individual on this earth who is not carrying pain. We all have our battles inside of us. There's an Arjuna inside of us. There's a Kurukshetra inside of us. The comedian is a person who understands the pain of other people and who turns it into a smile, who makes them happy. Otherwise, they say that hurting people always hurt other people. So there are two
Hmm.
kinds of people. The people who are hurt, they may go ahead and hurt other people. But the
Yeah.
comedian is a person who finds the comedy out of that hurt, his own hurt, and he goes ahead and asks and helps somebody else to reduce their hurt. It doesn't have to
Yes.
be a very sad person because we
Yeah.
are all having our pains and we are all same as far as our hurts and our challenges and our obstacles is concerned. And I would say only one sentence: the obstacle and the pain is the only way to becoming a happier person.
Wonderful, wonderful. I was about to tell Lorna to put on her camera so that we could see her. Lorna, where are you?
I would love to see. Where is she?
I think her connection is not good because it is
Yeah,
freezing there.
connection is stuck.
Yes.
Yes. You know, if
Sorry,
anybody
maybe.
wants to say anything, we are reaching very, very close to the end of our episodes, just 2 minutes to go. So if anybody has a comment, wants to say something, they have heard ET before, or they want to compliment him for what he's doing, please go ahead. Yes, Dr.
Okay.
Sona, please go ahead. Yeah.
So, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can see and hear
Yeah.
you both. Yes.
Yeah, it was a lovely session, and I totally agree that comedy, laughter, smiles, they all bring happiness. What I want to actually say is that even if you're not feeling happy, artificial happiness, artificial laughter, also seeps in and creates happiness. So these
Yes.
laughter clubs are really beneficial because
Yes.
people have said that they create happiness because that the brain doesn't know what's artificial and what's real and what's true or not real. So the
Yes.
brain feels that we are actually laughing. So I
Yes.
think that's the only way out in this life.
Yes.
Keep laughing. Thank you so much, and all the best.
Thank you, Dr. Sona, for sharing those thoughts.
Thank you.
And for everybody who wants, some links to archives or some data or the ebooks and his performances, E.T. is just sharing those links in the chat. If you want, please save that chat, click on that link and, be part of his WhatsApp comedy group and comedy club. Yes, all those links are there in the chat. He's sharing them. You can use them and be part of his network. Payal, would you like to officially close?
May I just say a few
Yes,
sentences
Eric, please
first?
go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, for people who are into theater, as I've been when I was young, the well-known symbol of theater is those two masks. One has got a frown or a crying face, and the mask next to it has got a happy face. It's probably theater in on the stage reflects theater in life, and so that also reflects those things are constantly with us.
Yeah.
It is what we choose to focus on that takes the precedence. And
Yes.
so I think the thing is, for the one insight I got through all my life after theater is that, if you focus on yourself, then that frowning face takes precedence.
Yeah.
But if you move and focus on what the outside of you, the others, whether it is in service or in the smile, or as Elias is doing in sharing the gift of laughter that he has. And the first sentence in a very famous book, Scaramouche by Raphael Sabatini, is one of the most great opening sentences of any novel. He was born with the gift of laughter and a sense that the world was mad. So I think Elias has got that. Congratulations. He has given a very nice talk and it has been very helpful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Eric, for sharing that wisdom, those thoughts of yours. Payal.
Namaste, everyone. Well hosted, Deepak, sir. Thank you, AT, for joining us, and what a lovely start for our 251 episode. Thank you, everybody, for joining us from different parts of the country. Deep gratitude and looking forward for yet another masterclass. And thank you for all the coordination since past 1 month, ET. You have been very kind. And special thanks to Jayesh Patel for introducing this dynamic personality to Bloom. Thank you. God bless us all.
Thank you, Payal. Thank you, E.T., for taking time out on a Sunday. We wish you all the more laughter, all more jokes. Keep on spreading the smiles, keep on spreading the happiness. The world has a lot of sad people, a lot of ill people, and we need a lot more of joy, a lot more of happiness. Thank you for doing what you are doing. And thank you, everybody, for joining in today. Hope to see you next Sunday, same time, on the 252nd Non-Stop Sunday Bloom Talk Show. God bless us all.
Harish sir came on the camera.
Yes, Harish sir came just now. Bilkul end mein, yes.